Hey everyone, the back end of the MOWG system is done. It's ready. So the stuff we were talking about doing in the last video, we did it already. Let me go ahead and just kind of review. This is awesome. If you're giving away a free tool and people are coming and signing in and starting at all, okay? All we have to do is get them to understand what we have for them. It's really amazing. All right, so first of all, we finished all the software updates. Everything we have in the way of MOWG works on the latest versions of WHM, cPanel, Easy Apache PHP, MySQL. Standards are updated. That's rare. Very few websites today are running at the latest standard. Okay, we're like 0.01% of websites can even operate at this level. Took a whole lot of coding to get here, but we did do it, okay? So when you're getting stuff from us, it's not gonna break tomorrow. It's not gonna break for years, okay? And if you have to update your cPanel or your WHM or you're getting hacked and you have updates to do and you're scared it's gonna break the software, it isn't gonna break the software. You're finally doing the updates you probably should have done earlier, you know. So everything will be better this way. All right, also it's screaming fast. Okay, I did a test where we created we created pages onto 180 websites back to back on full automatic because that's where these tools are going. We're gonna get there one day. It's not all in here now, but build up with what we have now because it leads into that. You need these tools to get there, okay? Even our biggest clients, the guys who've bought 3,000 websites and spun it into 7,000 and control those 7,000 rely heavily on the T2HA toolbar, the MOWG toolbar. If they had the Pages Maker macro, the tokenizer, or the page converter macro, well, especially Pages Maker and tokenizer, they would benefit dramatically from it. We haven't discussed it. The Pages Converter macro, that's for converting somebody's web page, anyone's web page, anywhere on the internet into a version for MOWG so that we can suddenly make thousands of pages in their image, okay? So our clients don't need that because all their websites are themed to HTML. That's all they want, themed to HTML websites. They don't want any other websites. So there you have it. So the page converter macro is for everyone else, right? Taking their web pages, like this example over here, right? We just took some plumbing website, their web page, and started making pages with it, you know, and that's what this is all about. Okay, we have videos done for everything. There was the T2HA toolbar before, but there were no videos for it. The videos are done. Videos are done for the Pages Maker macro. They're done for mass strategy and how compression helps you. This top section right here teaches you everything you need to know for free. Like 2 hours, you can do the whole thing without buying a tool, not one. Okay, this gives you more of an understanding of what you're doing and what's possible with it. Okay, so this is like another hour, 45 minutes worth of videos. This row here, totally worth it. Next, Pages Maker macro for Excel. Make much bigger, stronger projects in a fraction of the time. Moment you decide to start spending money, a little bit of money here and there, these are for tools that help you for an unlimited number of websites. You buy the Pages Maker macro once, use it on 100 websites, okay, equally well. And it's totally worth it. So it takes you about 1.5 hours, okay, to learn about the Pages Maker macro, and you'll love it. It's absolutely powerful, okay? It takes an hour of work, turns into a minute, okay? It takes all the thinking out of it. It just does everything for you. Totally worth it. Then what do we have? We have an hour and a half on MOWG Toolbar V20 plus some other stuff. So MOWG Toolbar right here, those two videos, so yeah, like 45 minutes probably covers it. Everything, baseline that you would want to know. And then we talk about theme duplication for colors and swapping color sets, which is awesome because it means if you install more than one website, say, you can use different color schemes right away. If you install one website, but you have different sections to the website, different subdomains for different cities or something, you can use different color combinations for each of those if you really want, okay? If you want to take images and put color overlays on them and embed some wording into them and use them to create images for your different websites and match the color schemes, you can do it. So totally worth watching these videos, okay? Then what? About 2 more hours, okay, let me see, I want to explain down through here. About 2 more hours and you're going to learn the rest. Page converter macro, 15 bucks. Absolutely awesome. This means, like, say you want to take somebody's website and prepare it for MOWG. You download it from their website. You save it as a web page on your computer. Okay, that's step one. Now, when you do, you open it using, Chrome, say, and you just look at it. Okay, now it's sitting on your computer and you're looking at it on your computer, right? You're looking at that copy. Does it look right or does it look broken? Is it missing all the images or the link to the style sheet, right? So that's the point. The page converter macro understands how to take all the relative URLs and turn them into absolutes. You know how to clean that up for you so that the page looks good right off the bat. And it has a place where you can even edit those rules. You can add new rules, right? In case there's new coding coming up and you need new rules, okay? Now, the tokenizer macro, okay? That right here takes content that was written, like say you had, you borrow content from some competitor and you have our guys rewrite through it. Our guys can do it. We have the service now. It's cheap and fair and cool and you'll love it. They put tokens in that content for you. Say you were doing your own content or you had content already and you just wanted to get tokens in it. So if you have content and then you have keywords, you can take a list of keywords. It'll look at your content. It will look for any of those keywords that you did your keyword research to grab, and it will replace them with variable tokens. Why does that matter? Because say in your keyword research, you have like 8 different keywords that could be interchangeable. And then you have like 10 other keywords that could be interchangeable in that group. So like group 1, group 2. This would be one variable, that would be another variable. Well, your content's written such that all of those different versions of the words probably appeared in different places all throughout the content. Okay, so if you had like unlock door was a keyword, and you wanted to replace that with variable 1, but then you also had like unlock car door. It's another keyword. In other words, people are searching Google for those, right? Well, you went some other page to say unlock car door. Not just unlock door, unlock car door. So you want the content to be outfitted with variables for all of these different things throughout the keywords. So the tokenizer goes through your thousands of words of content and just goes thunk, 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 and replaces what should be variable keywords with those tokens. Okay. Now, if you don't know what that's all about, that's fine. What do you think services like this are for? Doing all that for you. But say you wanted to learn how to do it, you don't need to think. Once you understand, oh, it puts tokens into my content to match it to my Excel file over here, right? Every production's got HTML file here, Excel file here, and it matches them, right? It looks for the variables in HTML to see what words should appear in the page from the Excel file, and it creates thousands of pages. So 1,000 rows in Excel means 1,000 copies of this page, but changing out the keywords on each copy based on the 1,000 rows here, okay? So the tokenizer simply makes that match happen from content that never had tokens in it before. There was no match. You create the match in seconds. It would take hours and hours to do it manually, okay? Easy page generator, totally cool little guy. That's this. It's a very simple admin panel. It's for people who don't know much about websites, but they understand add a page, put in an image, align to the left, basics, right? Add another page, make it show up in the menu or not, okay? So it's just a real simple, cool little admin panel, and it's MOWG capable. You can use it to create thousands of pages based on your menu. So you can have a menu with a bunch of pages, and it'll all work, okay, inside the system. All right, that's awesome. It's 89 bucks, and you can use it for anything you want. Then there's the TDHA toolbar, okay? Now another point I want to make. Okay, and I pulled up somebody's account so you can see numbers so it makes some kind of sense. All right? Here's the thing. The thing we did with PayPal works, okay? As people you refer, say you referred people and they started signing up, okay? as some of them, and then you get yourself at least the bronze level. That's why that's checked. Okay, so you're earning at least 10% on their purchases. Well, say you referred like I don't know, 10 people, okay, and they each bought like $250 worth of tools over the next couple of weeks. Well, then that's $2,500. You earn 10% on that, so you're getting like $250. Okay. Now here's the thing: you're building up the credits, and so far that's not coming to you. That's coming to us, house, while you're earning your cut. Okay. Because security thing is nobody can pay affiliates third-party payments like that just directly. But, and here's the coolest thing that we thought of. Once your credit is higher than the next purchase any of your guys is going to make. Say somebody logs in right now from your total earn. Say that this was 0 and 0. Paid and balance was 0. $255 and that's it. Okay. Next guy logs in. Goes to buy something. Well, if they go to buy something for $295, okay, then that's going to add $29.50 to your credit, right? Basically 30, so you're going to be up to like $284.50 right here, okay? But say they happen to buy something that's less than $255. Say they happen to buy $195. Oh, you know what it's going to do? It's going to realize that you already have that credit. So it's going to take $255 minus $195. It's going to let that PayPal payment go directly to your PayPal, the one you have in your edit information section of the MOWG system. Okay? Make sure your PayPal address is in there. By the way, that's not secret information. Anybody, you want to give that to everyone in the world because they cannot pull money out of your PayPal account with it. They can only put money into your PayPal account with it. That's the same with the programming. No one can pull a payment from your account. They can only put payments in. So what's the point? Say somebody goes to buy that $195 item. It goes $255 minus $195 is $60. Okay, it's going to pay you that $195, and then it'll do the math. $255 minus $195 is $60 is the balance. Except that's not it, is it? Because you earn 10% on this $195. So you got another $19.50 added to that balance, actually added to the total earn and therefore added to the balance. Get it? So this is a running tally that just keeps growing with time, minus whenever we're able to pay you your share out to your PayPal. It happens automatically through the system, leaves a running balance that keeps growing over time. How do you make more money faster? Well, you increase. You get from one tier to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. These are $500 each, and you buy them in order. If you own bronze, you can buy the silver. You won't be able to buy the gold. See, you can only buy the silver. But if you buy it, now you own it. The check mark moves to the silver, and you own it. You're at 20%. So these numbers would not be $255, for example, right? If you were already at silver when all this happened, then this would be $510, right? Minus whatever, 490, and it would have left you with 20. Well, once you own that, buy the next one. Then the check mark moves over and you're here, right? So that would be literally 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% of everything anyone buys in here, except the PMM. You guys probably know the Pages Maker macro is the incentive. Everyone gets 50% on that when anyone buys it. And why? That's a leadership product. We just did that to help everyone out. The fact of the matter is, the Pages Maker macro is an extremely natural next step. When people have the MOWG add-on, they're going to want that. If they have the easy page generator, they're going to want it. If they have the websites, any of them, they're going to want it. If they have a landing page, they're going to want it. They're always going to want the Pages Maker macro as soon as they understand the value of it, right? So once they start playing with MOWG at all, they start to realize from watching our videos why the Pages Maker macro takes an hour of work and turns into a minute, and why they want to do that several times. It's awesome. Okay? And so, yeah, the first Pages Maker macro purchase that somebody makes, it'll give you your share, and then the next one, so $74.50, literally, then the next one that gets paid, guess what? That's enough. Oh, well, it won't work in that order. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. It goes, okay, you're at $74.50. So that payment comes to us, the second one. That's true. There is a technical hurdle to do it the other way around. because the payment didn't happen yet. Okay. Physically in the coding, payment has to happen before total is updated. That's the proof that you earn more, and therefore, right? But then you'd be at 149. So then the next time somebody goes to make a purchase of this thing, it goes straight to you anyway. And after paying you that 149, yep, your balance increases immediately back up to 74.50, because that's the next 50% you earned. That payment that got you paid right to your PayPal earns you another 74.50, because it's the third payment coming through. Wee. Dang it. Hold on. So that was my kid in the background. All right, I'm going to have to go pick up a kid soon. He's out early from his rehearsal. Okay, where do I want to go with this? Here's where I want to go with this. Okay, and wait, let me see. What else is in the list? Because there are a couple of other things. I want to go through this. Services exist. The services. How many of you guys would love to get this, but you don't want to have to write content for your pages? You would love to get this, and you would love to create lots of unique images, but you don't want to create lots of unique images. You don't really understand Photoshop. This whole thing we talk about up here about mass websites producing bulk images, maybe that scares you. How many of you guys would like to get all the pages set up because you run AdWords, and then you want us to set up the mass AdWords campaign based exactly on your sitemap? You hand us your sitemap link, and we create, because we have a Google senior partner who works with us, so he will create a specialized AdWords campaign that he will send you as an Excel file through the system. You'll order it, he'll give it. And when you get it, you simply upload it into your Google AdWords account, and it creates the new campaign with thousands of AdWords, one per different keyword for each different web page of your website. The point is obvious. If you make individual web pages that are geo keyword related, then you want your ads for those same keywords, for those same locations, to be geo keyword related. So you want the right keyword to point to the exact right page, not just the front page of your website. If you have 1,000 keywords, you can't have them all on the front page of your website. So let's say your website only has words from one of those 1,000. Well, then that's a high match, that one case. That's a really high quality score, which gets the cost per click down. But what about the 999 other cases? If those words do not exist on the front page, that same page that you're trying to lead people to, then what's the problem? Lower quality score, therefore a higher cost per click, because it's less of a match. But what happens if we create 1,000 keyword optimized web pages for your site, and we have each keyword point exactly at its page, so that somebody searching for that keyword sees an ad for that keyword, they click on it, and the web page talks about that keyword, that thing. Then what? Then quality score goes way up, AdWords cost comes way down, you're suddenly much more competitive. Yeah, I mean, just the act of going through this to get the pages done for your website, okay? Having us do copywriting for you if it makes sense. We can create unique images for you if that's what you want. But whether you do either of those or not doesn't matter. Go to the AdWords manager anyway and get the AdWords done. So these are services. The value of these services is that you are going to want to use them, and also the value of these services is guys you refer to the system, guys who come in through your coupon code are going to want, your coupon code, the guys who come in the system, they're going to want to use these services in order to justify getting any of these tools. And if they want to do bigger jobs, we'll sell them the tools upon which we do the services and hand them the final files, the ones that they can read, because the cities are already in the cities column. The keywords are already in the keywords column. Services are in the services column, and they understand the project. So when we hand it to them and they can use it, they've got it now. They've bought the tools and had us do the work. So they're set. Talk about simple, easy, cheap. These are cool. The copywriting is what? $50 for 1,000 words, but you really need 2,000 words. Because if you're going to have one row, then you're going to have 10 variations that are all written through uniquely to create that original array, okay? Then that's going to be like 200 words and then 2,000 more is 2,200 words, right? Basically. Well, that's just it. The copywriting is $100 for 2,000 words. Okay, so it's $200 for 4,000 words. It's done that way because it makes sense to buy in bulk, in chunks like that. All right, and otherwise it would just be the original was $20, and then they'll do 9 more variations, and so that would be the 200 if that's the 2,000 words that they need to do. Okay, that's great. Trust me, beautiful, beautiful. And they will put in the nested variables. They know how. So what that means is you're going to get a production for $100 or $200 that will last you for that entire topic forever. You'll never run out of unique content with that. And then when you get the images, we can make stacks of them. I forget exactly what the prices are because we're launching this thing, but it's also cheap like that. Okay. I forget how many images for $50, but it's a ton. AdWords Manager, cheap. That's a campaign setup. We're not handling your AdWords for you with this. We're creating the campaign, mass campaign, handing it to you and saying, here's how you upload it to your AdWords account to kick it off. And that way you get a far cheaper AdWord campaign by running that thing for a while. Most of you know how that goes, right? It's got to be expensive up front because your initial impressions aren't counterbalanced by any sales. So it's expensive, but as soon as you start getting clicks that lead to conversions, the prices just drop like that, right? Well, you want your AdWords to have the best quality score for each keyword, and that means having the best match to a web page for every keyword. So we're going to create all those pages and then match them to each ad so that it's perfect, right? It's the best you can do for lowering your costs. And since many of your competitors don't know how to do that, you're in way better shape. Okay, I'm going to close with this quick offer, right? A lot of you don't know, but I am opening this, so I want to make sure you guys see this, all right? Offers real fast, and then I have to run pick up a kid. So first offer, all right? Because we just got done with all our development. We're going to go talking about it. We're getting these guys going, okay? Here's what's going on. Anyone who buys, log in. Okay, sign up if you haven't done it. Go to gettrialleads.com and sign up. Get into the MOWG system. You can make a lot of money for free in this system, right? You're giving away a free tool for free, okay? Anybody who comes and gets the free tool, it gives them huge advantage, probably saves them money on AdWords, everything right then and there. That gets the mind going about what else can I do, because there's so much more that can be done way past that. How would you like to be able to auto-produce websites every 2 minutes for any one company back to back? From the time we buy a domain name to the time we submit a 75,000 page sitemap to Google, Bing, and Yahoo is 2 minutes. That includes creating the cPanel. Okay, we can do that back to back on automatic, full automatic. So in 3 hours and 20 minutes, we can produce 100 totally unique websites for a company. Insane, right? No joke, power. Okay. This leads to that. Learning this stuff leads to handling that stuff. This is the stuff that our biggest players understand by now because they have learned it, and it doesn't take long. You might be like, hours of videos. We all do that, right? Look, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5 hours, 6.5, 7, 8.5. That's it. You know what that 8.5 hours means? That's like a whole college course in internet marketing at the franchise level nationwide. Okay, it's a day. It's a day of studying, right? Get your coffee, go through it like you're going to class for an 8-hour day. Okay, with a little overtime for finishing it off and asking some questions, so to speak. You know, really, that's it. What you learn in that period of 8.5 hours or so is amazing. Okay, all right. Anybody who buys at least $500 worth of tools, what I'm doing is giving you a free upgrade on your tier. So whatever tier level you're at, if you buy $500 worth of tools, it's Wednesday. I'm going to say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's Wednesday evening. Through Friday, maybe I'll give some more time over the weekend. If you just contact me and say, hey, I couldn't make the deadline. Can I do it on Monday? I'll probably say, okay. Right? That's for those of you who are having trouble moving money to PayPal. Although most of you probably know, you don't need any money in PayPal. You can just buy your stuff right off a credit card. Here's how this stuff looks when you click on it, by the way. You can pay with a PayPal account if you have one, or you can just fill it out with a credit card and make the payment down here. Okay? Credit card or PayPal, it's up to you. All right? And that's what I want to say. Buy $500 worth of stuff and we'll give you a free $500 tier. We're matching you. We're price matching you. Okay? That's like 50% off everything right now. Okay? Those of you who do it, that's awesome. This is you. I'm giving you a reason and an incentive to get set up before the buying frenzy hits of people coming and learning what we have and starting to grow with it. Because once we get into it, then it's huge. Let me continue. For those of you that understand this, on the LPE side of the house, we just caught up Locksmith and GDR websites with the latest functionality, the latest programming, the latest strength, the latest everything. We're taking off with that like mad. I felt like a racehorse stallion that's been stuck in his been waiting for a broken leg to heal for a long time, just getting all this coding caught up so that we can launch at this new level, which is amazing. And then, like I said, I took 180 websites and I added 5,000 Google-friendly, mobile-friendly, keyword-optimized pages to all of them at the rate of 1 per second. It took 3 minutes, and that includes the subdomain generation. That includes setting up the folders with pages inside the folders and subfolders and sub-subfolders, okay, perfectly. And they're all optimized. They're all image optimized. They're all HTML minified, CSS, JS minified. They're all connected to sitemaps. And in that period of the 1 second, we generated the 5,000 pages, uploaded them to the website, created everything, all the link structures for them, for the subdomains and the folders, added all that to the sitemap.html, added all that to the sitemap.xml, and submitted that to Google, Bing, and Yahoo in 1 second. And I did it back to back for 180 websites. Why are you getting here and growing? Because you're going to see new buttons eventually that allow you to have that power. We already built it. We're just trying to add this stuff in bite-sized pieces so you can grow into it. You think your clients, the ones who come in, are going to want that? Yeah. Are there things that are going to be here for sale for $15,000, $25,000, $10,000 that people can work their way up to? Yes. We already have buyers at that level anyway for our systems. What's for sale? Website-installer.com. That's how you generate the 2-minute websites back to back. Varsheet installer. That's how you add the 5,000 unique pages to each website every second and submit all those sitemaps to Google at the same time, back to back. Okay? These things and more are massive systems that are finished and working, and they are for sale. And we just simply have to explain them, put them out, and help people understand how to use them. There are a few people behind the scenes using them, and the guys who do the services are very shortly going to be introduced to also work over at those other centers. So if you do want to get a system that big because you can and it's interesting to you, you want to take off with it, or you want to call me and talk about strategy to determine why you might buy one, then we can make our peoples available to you. The guys who know how to do our services for us can do them for you as well. How's that for interesting? So now that we finally got done with the LPE updates, we finally turned back to where we left off. Here's what's going on. We got HVAC, fire, flooding, and mold. A bunch of guys bought a bunch of those, and then we stopped as we got working on all the programming, and we finally finished. So here's what happened. We gathered 42,500 HVAC leads over the past few days. So I'm making HVAC available. For anybody else that wants to start picking up more of these positions, go ahead and do it. Here's why. We're going to be making the HVAC sites like everything else. We're going to be able to launch and grow really fast. Today, this morning, I spent 10 minutes doing SEO updates on all of those 900,000 web pages I just created. Okay, for the 180 websites. Blew my mind. I can do that once every 2 weeks, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of work. Yeah, so we're doing more industries. We got a lot more industries we can fit into those 10 minutes periods, you know, those 2-week periods. 10 minutes of work in 2 weeks for 2 industries. Okay, I want to do more. And so anyway, yeah, that's the stallion getting out of the cage again because the leg healed up. We're all done with our coding updates and we're screaming fast. So get in. If you know what's going on, get in, right? GetTrialLeads.com/admin. If you signed up already as an LPE owner, those of you who never did, First, go to LPE, right? GetTrialLeads.com/LPE. Sign up. It'll tell you how to log in. And the way you log in is to go to that admin page. Log in as an LPE owner. Put in that email address or whatever your code is and log in. Okay, those of you coming back and you haven't been here in a while, if you forgot your password, just click this. Okay, get in. Then what? Hit LPE websites on the side and just see what's available. Anything here, you can claim the website, buy as many as you want. They're $250 each. As you know, these are not really websites. These are representations of positions. There are 46 available right now at $250 each. Okay, get them. All right, because the one thing we're going to do is get calls into the dispatch center. What's the other thing we're doing? Contacting all those clients. We're going to start renting them out pages. Okay, and handling their marketing. You know, that's amazing because they will pay, you know, anywhere like $295 a month. And we could create some, well, pages for them on some of the websites. Okay, like say we take 5 websites, have pages leading directly to them. Okay, out of the 100 websites we're going to wind up doing for HVAC. And so we've got 80 of the 100 are sending the leads to the dispatch center, while 20 are sending the leads to that one client. Well, that's in one city. We got 2,000 cities we can do this with, and we got 42,500 HVAC guys we can contact. You know what I realized? The wrong way to do it is this. When you contact them, tell them, hey, we got a great deal, come to the website and buy it. Got a better angle to kick it off because this is strong. Hey guys, we have a hell of a deal. Call and let's talk about it. And so they call, we talk, because some of those guys are going to be ready to upsell anyway right away. They want to go higher. Okay. Soon as we figure out their best offers and their best, you know, what it is they want the most. Do they want to rent? Do they want to do some of it themselves? Do they have fears about the content we put out for them? As soon as we figure that out, then we phrase that. So that only takes a couple of days of robocalls. Just talking to like 10 clients is going to tell me the answers to that. 10 hours on the phone, I'm going to know. Then what? We update a page for that purpose and drive people there. Now, that's neat because we also are going to use Robotexting for what? Get people to come through your coupon code to sign into this system so that as they get interested in this stuff and start upselling and buying things, you get paid. Okay? Which means also there's something else I need to point out. Okay, yeah, get any number of these positions you want. Doesn't matter what the order is. Just anything available is equal to every other thing. So whenever we get cash into the dispatch center and we earn our share and they pay us, you guys get an equal share out of the pot. Okay, 80% of the money taken in gets split evenly across the positions that have been bought. Okay, there's that. Totally worth it. You should do this because now we can really open up. All right. So far opportunities. On the one hand, get in here, buy $500 worth of stuff. I'll give you a free tier upgrade down here. Wherever you were, I'll give you one more. The other thing to do, sign up for LPE, go log in, hit LPE websites, buy one or more of these. Smart move. It's a co-op project. That way you don't have to rely on one website. You earn from the group. By the way, real quick, when somebody goes, what can you find out from the HVAC guys? Well, many of those guys are going to want to run a system that we create for them. You know what? We figured out that it takes us like 10 minutes to set up a base project for them for like 25. So for $25, we can have other guys do it. No English required. Okay, the kind of guys who can work for $6 an hour can do this very easily. Okay, so we can have them install basic packages for these guys if they're willing to pay the $25 manual installation fee. So if after a few calls with some of these guys, if that's the direction, that's an easy one. We can do that automatically. So we can have, you know, smart options, 2 or 3, where the average guy's like, I want that or that or that, depending on what we find they like the most when they call. Oh man. And once we have that stuff dialed in, it becomes great for everyone. I'll give you 2 more points about that in a minute. 1, Robotexting is open. How do you do Robotexting? Go sign up. GetTrialLeads.com/CCC. Okay, that's for the cold crawler crew. Sign up, and that lets you get access as an admin. You would log in as a cold caller. Use the right email and promo code to get in as a cold caller. Log in. Okay, there's that. Now, once you're logged in, okay, hit the link over here for Robotexts and hit the button that says add new, right? Or get Robotext, something like that. When you get that, it brings you here. You can do this. This is it. This is where you tell us the ad you want. You can choose. Okay, so what industry did you want Robotext leads from? Because we are going to get your leads and contact them for you, so you don't have to worry about spam or anything. That's on us. That's our job. That's what we do. You're out of the loop. Don't even worry about it. So choose your industry. What is it? Garage door repair residential? Maybe it is. How many leads do you want? Okay, obviously you're going to see the price coming up. The leads are 8 cents each. Okay, that's our cost for leads. 1,000 leads, $80. That's 1,000 chances to get someone to either sign up into the system or just depending on the message you want to put out, sign up into the system, or we're renting a website or letting us do their marketing. These are the things that you can ask us about. We're going to put up like default messages for default options pretty shortly up here so that you know what you can use as default. Then here, you just drag and drop an image from your computer, right? So you just kind of pull this to the side, find your image, simple example. Take your image that you got, drag and drop, okay? Hello, now it doesn't want to drag and drop because I'm trying to show it. Aha, no? Why? I don't know. Oh, just click on it. Yeah, mine dragged and dropped until just now. So yeah, you can do it that way, right? Oh, I know why it's not doing it. I'm not logged in anymore. I keep going back and forth across these tabs and that logs me out. That's why I open all these tabs already. Okay, when you do that and add your message in here, maximum 157 characters, and then there's a link you can click on. It'll open in a new tab so that you can paste it in here and see how many characters you have. Okay, make sure you don't go over 157 or it won't work. Then hit next. When you hit next, brings you here where you can see it, okay? So I selected garage door repair. Let's say 5,000 leads. It's 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50, okay? They're all the same per unit price, 8 cents each, whether you go with 1,000 or 5,000 or 10 or 25 or 50. So it's just up to you how many leads you want at any one time. There's the dragged and dropped image, some simple little thing that'll go on a text message, right? And then 157 character message. It's got my whole thing in here. It says sign up with a coupon code. There it is at here. And I even got the affiliate link in there. Anyway, hit next. It's going to say, this is what we got from you. And don't worry about this link because, yeah, we know. Don't worry. It's okay. It's right there. And then the message is blah, blah, blah. Payment is that. And you can buy it. When you buy it, brings you to PayPal. Okay. In this case, $80 times 5, right, is $400. 5,000 companies that we're reaching out to at this point. You can log into PayPal, make a payment, or you can just pay with a credit card. Buy now, okay? And so what's going to happen after you make the payment? The order goes into your system. You see it on your dashboard, and it tells you it's in process. The guy on the other end gets notified, hey, you got a job, check it out. He gets it. He sees what it is. I need to provide 5,000 garage door repair residential leads. He goes and starts gathering them. Our guy's able to gather 5,000 leads in 1 hour. So if you want to be efficient, give him 2 or 4 hours worth of work to do at once, if you can afford it. And that way he can just do it all at once, right? But it's okay. You can do this in groups or all at once. It's totally up to you. And then what happens? He puts that up in the system, which changes the job status, and you see it on your dashboard for this job, right? Telling you where it's at now. Its leads have been collected, okay? Putting it into the system for sending it off, and then when they're sent, it's sent. And then the report that comes from that will be just a few days later, so we can wait for all the trickle effect of people coming over time so that we can see how many went through, okay? Percentage-wise, how many didn't go through. Part of the reason for the 8 cents a lead is trying to make room for that. And then the rest of it is gathering replies and being able to respond to the replies. We'll do the work, but we can provide you the report, throughput rate, and so on. We can actually send you a report of the results that'll be uploaded and available to you in the dashboard, right? So if you're curious or if you want to see what's going on there, okay? There you go. So there you go. That's the crazy power of it all. Yeah, it's open, it's available, it's ready. Recommendations real quick. Those of you that want to get in on the product side, buy $500 worth of stuff to get a tier level. Those of you who are thinking, okay, but I don't want to get the tools for any reason for myself, I don't know what to do with them, okay? Then I'll do this. I'll do this because it's an opportunity thing. If you get at least $500 worth of the positions, okay, and you are signed up to this system, let me know, and I'll give you a tier level, okay? I'll let you bump up a tier level, all right? Only Wednesday through Friday right now, okay? Because this is kind of a big deal, right? And then finally, anytime you guys want to start Robotexting, you just feel like getting your ads out there and getting your offers out there, we can do that. So you can put through Robotext what? You can put your affiliate link to this system with a message to get people here. You can put your you can put a message in. Actually, it's probably the only thing you want to do with Robotexting, isn't it? Because it's up to us to do the Robotexting for the HVAC. Yeah. So, okay, there you go. There you go. If I were you, I would get into this and start sharing it. Everybody gets in there. Whatever your tier level is, you're going to earn from their purchases all year long. You're just buying into the right to earn from your group's purchases all year long. Totally worth it. Okay? And with the way the PayPal thing happens, just keep guys coming. As people go buying, you'll get like every other payment in PayPal or whatever it is. You know, every time you hit total earned high enough to cover whatever it is that they buy next. Like at 255, if somebody buys the page converter macro, then that's going to go through to your PayPal account, someone from your group. And it'll add the 7 and it'll add whatever it should be. Like if you're bronze, it'll add $1.50 to your total earned. If someone buys the Pages Maker macro, right? It'll pay you because you've already got the credit, and it'll add another $74.50 to your total earned. It'll just keep adding to your total earned while it's paying. So the payments will come to us if you don't have enough, but as you build it up, when the payments come to us, you're still earning your earnings. So this number will rise. When it's high enough, payments will go directly to you. The point of some payments go directly to us and some payments go directly to you means we don't pay you. You just get paid by the next payments, which means no third party out there, no one else has an incentive to try to pay us so that we pay somebody else so that the first guy who's working with that guy can back charge later and they made money off of us because we're not going to go back and take the money from the other guy, right? Do you get it? Nobody wants that to happen. Yeah. So what do? We made it possible for you to earn credit and then get paid on your credit right away. And that way, even if a guy did do a back charge, nobody loses anything. Literally, no one loses anything. Okay? All right. It's exciting, and I got to take off and get a kid. I hope you find this interesting, and yeah, I'm going to keep coming out with more videos now that we're ready. Okay.